Good morning, great leaders. Good morning, everyone. Good morning on this beautiful Monday. We are discussing men's health. Am I audible? Good morning, great leaders. Good morning, Leader Linda, Leader Henry, Leader Tozama, Leader Zandile. Welcome, welcome. Am I audible? I think this screen is a bit behind. I'll have to go out and go back in again. Oh, I'm audible. Oh, thank goodness. Welcome, welcome, great leaders. How are we doing? Welcome. I hope we're excited. I hope we're excited. I hope we invited our male prospects, our male partners, whether they're partners in the business. Welcome, welcome, Leader Richard. Whether they're partners in the business, I hope they're here, whether they are prospects or clients, so that they understand that we have products for them as well. All right, so I'm going to, let me just see this folder quickly. All right, so we're gonna hit the ground running. I hope we have our pens. We have our pens, we have our journals where we write. So yeah, I've got, as usual, I always have the journal here so that we can jot down your questions. If maybe you have a question that needs to be addressed later on. But remember that we will be addressing your questions after, when we give you the floor, right? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the Health Hub Show. My name is Pulane and Allen, your global product specialist in the business. I am also a distributor. I am many things, but I will stick with I'm a product specialist, the long reach product specialist. Yes, I'm a distributor. I'm a VIP platinum member, which I've never actually mentioned on the show. But yeah, my passion is training. So welcome, Leader Tabile. Welcome, welcome, great leader. Thank you. Hi, my coach. I didn't see you there, coach. I didn't see you there. So thank you so much for giving us your time. This week is Men's Health Awareness Week. It also happens to be Men's Health Month. All right, so we have a lot to tackle. So let me just play this video quickly for you as we raise the awareness. I hope we've got many men here. You must invite these leaders. Invite them, invite the prospects, invite. Let's begin.
The month of June is Men's Mental Health Month, and surveys show that women are diagnosed more than men with mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety, while men don't speak out about their feelings until it is too late. Well, according to the South African Society of Psychiatrists, men underplay the distress caused by these symptoms, drowning their depression and anxiety with poor coping behaviors, increasing their risk of the anxiety or depression.
Everyone can hear this, right? Okay, no, you can hear. Let's continue.
To go unrecognized and untreated. Now, to combat this, Dove Men Plus Care has created platforms for men to be able to share, to discuss their experiences and help educate each other through their different experiences. Now, this is to help other men out there to show care to themselves. To tell us more now, we're joined via Zoom by clinical psychologist and spiritualist and healer Anele Siswana. Anele, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to you, my brother. Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you and see you. We're good to go. First of all, consistent evidence worldwide has found that, men are less likely to go seek for mental help, despite what? Age, background, or racial or ethnic background. So what are some of the mental health issues and disorders that are currently affecting men?
There's a general scope of common disorders, which I think men are not entirely mutually exclusive in experiencing that. And we talk of substance abuse-related and addictive disorders. We're talking of major depressive disorder. We are talking of anxiety. We are talking of post-traumatic stress disorder. But any kind of psychological or psychiatric diagnosis comes with certain narratives and stereotypes, which is what contributes potentially to some of these stereotypes that men avoid seeking psychological services and psychiatric services where needed. So those are some of the contributing factors, but generally, the common disorders that I've explained, those are the common ones.
You know, Anele, as a man, you and I, we know that if a man tries to express his own vulnerabilities, there's that fear of being branded as a as a weakling, as a sissy boy, as feeble, which is so unfortunate. So how can men treat these mental health disorders without, of course, undergoing, such disorders?
I think we need to first demystify some of the problematic knowledges that exist about psychiatric conditions and mental health generally. So if men can encourage each other to find safe spaces that will then hold space for that vulnerability, that instead of going to men's spaces and talk about everything and general things, and maybe mental health seems to be one of the things that need to be on the agenda so that we can capacitate men with the appropriate language and appropriate vocabulary that will then help them demystify these stereotypes and misconceptions, and mostly deconstruct the stigma that then comes with having to live with mental illness or any form of mental health related problem.
When you talk of safe spaces or the creation of safe spaces, what is it that you're referring to? I mean, do you believe African, in particular Black communities, need to do more in creating these safe spaces to discuss mental health issues?
Yeah, certainly. There's a great need for that in our particularly Black communities. And it goes back to what I spoke about, having a language capital and vocabulary of normalizing these illnesses as probably speaking, rather than speaking of mental illness, probably speak of mental health as a general problem. So I think in these spaces, then we can then talk of mental health and how we can then capacitate men with what is it that we're going to talk about when we talk of mental health.
How would you suggest men have conversations around mental health with family and friends? I mean, how important do you think these are to have?
These are very important to have because in families, that's where support often comes from. So if we can then work with families, if we can then start then talking about mental health in our families, it is then possibly where people will be supported. This is where people will be reminded of being compliant to that treatment. This is where people will be reminded of going for psychotherapy where it's needed for them to attend psychotherapy-related services.
Yeah.
So for me, in our communities, the key thing is stigma around the narratives centered on mental health. So we need to demystify those narratives. We need to reconfigure how then in our families we can think of supporting someone who is struggling with mental health-related problems.
Just a quick one, Anele. Often when mental health interventions are made, they are made reactively. And many of us only address our mental health issues when a mental health crisis befalls us or maybe someone prominent takes their life. And it seems we don't actually see the need to address our mental health unless symptoms are evident. So what do you make of this? And what would you suggest being a general attitude towards our mental health?
I think it is through initiatives and campaigns like Dove Pulane and Care that we are trying to find possible ways of undoing these problems that exist. But mostly, the most powerful form of intervention that is very important is primary intervention. And primary intervention has to do with teaching the most fundamental basics of mental health, like what we're doing with Pulane and Care, and making sure that we have experts like me who do have the knowledge and understanding, and that have worked in certain context with a clear understanding of how these realities of mental health work. But for an integrated response, it has to be holistic. Not only rely on psychiatrists and doctors and psychologists, and use local resources of organizations, and also making sure that people are aware of places like SEDEC, Lifeline, that they can assist in towards this integrated approach of healing far beyond than just treatment of the actual illness itself.
And we certainly hope that this will signal and herald a start of, the breaking of these cultural barriers to addressing mental health issues, especially amongst men. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Well, that is clinical psychologist and spiritualist, healer Annelies Siswana, speaking to us about a platform created by Dove Men Plus Care that they have created for men to discuss, to share their experiences and help educate each other through their different experiences. This is to help other men out there to show care to themselves.
Yes. Hi, leaders, I'm back. Was that educational? Did you learn something? Did you enjoy that? I certainly enjoyed it. Thank you, Coach Z. Thank you, Coach Z. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have a man to train us and teach us about male issues. I won't say problems, about male issues. Okay? We've got a wonderful, wonderful leader all the way from South Africa, or should I say all the way in South Africa, since I'm also in the SA. He's going to take us through everything as best as he can. Yes, very interesting, Sir Richard, right? And at the end, I'm going to play another short video. This one was 8 minutes. This one is under 3 minutes. The next video that I'm going to play, that one is all the way from the United States. Remember, I try to encompass the training that it benefits all of us, okay? Because I know US are constantly in trainings, yes, and yes. And the other thing about mental health is that it's not only an aerial thing. It's actually it's universal, the universal issue. So, ladies and gents, without further ado, let us welcome our main trainer for the evening, Mr. Allen.
Hello, leadership.
Good morning, leadership. How are you?
I'm okay, leadership. How are you?
Yes. Great leader. So this is Mr. Allen Sono. Yes, PS Allen. What are you training us on tonight? We all know that it's
tonight,
mental health. Yes.
My name is Allen Sono, as she already said. I am a stockist. I'm based in Kempton Park. I'm a long reach distributor, and I'm a product specialist. I'm not a doctor, so I think each and every one of us male, you still have a responsibility to make sure that you go to a doctor, you go to get more help in terms of male issues. So today I will be touching on a few points as far as male is concerned. Maybe not everything, maybe not covering some of the issues some of the guys are going through. And also what I will be covering here, it's not a blanket that covers everybody, because our bodies are complex, are not the same.
And are
Okay,
not the
what
same.
works for you may not work for me, vice versa. And my experience with being a stockist in the office, I get a lot of guys who come and they'll just go straight to the point that, listen, I have an issue and help me. And you get a feeling that they're looking for that one magic pill, that one magic that will fix your entire
Typical
body.
man.
Like, I
Typical
don't
man.
have that. Yes, I'm like, I don't have that. And a lot of guys get disappointed when you tell them that I don't have it. And then when you go through the products that you can use, this, that, one, they go, look, it's everything you told me is too much. It's expensive, and maybe they doubt, does it really work? Does it, you know what I mean? So we go through that process every time. But anyway, it's
Hey,
so I'm used to it now. I'm used to it now. So,
okay, leader, I was trying to fix the screen. I see you are still, I don't know why you appear smaller. I think it's your camera. Because I tried that.
okay.
We are equal, equidistant, but I don't know. I think it's your
Oh,
camera.
yes.
Yeah, so leadership, before you get into the training, ladies and gents, Mr. Allen Sono, he's qualified for every incentive. By the way, he qualified for the Christmas incentive. He qualifies every month for the petrol incentive. Yeah, unfortunately, Leader Wameni, where he is, you can't see it. We tried. It doesn't work. I'm so sorry, leadership.
It's my first time here, so I think on my next session I will improve everything around
Yes,
that lighting
it's his
and everything
debut.
else.
It's his debut, so we will more than forgive him. It's his debut on the
So,
show. So yeah, Mr. Allen Sono, he's a multiple incentive qualifier as well, over and above being a stockist, over and above being a product specialist. So let's give him a round of applause. Woo! Let's not be jealous, leader. Send the fire emoji, send the heart, send the likes, whatever you want to send. That's motivational. No, let's cheerlead this man. He works hard, this man. So, woo! So, P.S. Allen, do you want me
yes.
to start sharing the screen, leadership?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Should I start? Okay, all right. Let's share. I think I will just let me do this. Let me remove myself, but I will be in the show. Let me just remove myself, okay? But I do see you here. I'm also logged in with my phone, okay? I want the attention to be on you.
Can I go ahead, leadership? So, like I was saying, is a lot of guys keep coming, they complaining about issues and things like that. What I've came to discover is that as much as guys, when they come, they look for that particular pill or this or that to help them, physically or men perspective, you'll find that they have a lot of stress, they have a lot of anxiety, they have a lot of mental issues. That like someone said once that our bodies is designed to carry our brain. Our brain is designed to think. Okay, so meaning that your brain can easily tell your body how to act, what to do, and everything else. So basically, everything starts here. Okay, so if you're not okay here, you have a lot of stress, anxiety, the thoughts that go through your mind the whole day. If you're not able to control that, it will affect you. It will affect how your body reacts. It will affect how you actually go through your day. So those are the things that I've discovered with a lot of guys that come there. And it's difficult to tell someone that, listen, you have a stress, you need to deal with your stress, there's nothing wrong with your body, or maybe you can try this, you can try that, or maybe refer them somewhere else. And it gets complicated. But at the same time, there are a few products that I give the guys that, listen, try this, try that, try this, and gradually, if they comply, they will come back and say, hey, listen, this and that helps me, and then they keep coming back to buy those products. So we will be covering some of those products today that I normally give guys to use for their men healthy issues. Okay, so male care includes a wide range of specialities relevant to the main focus, such as prostate cancer, colon, male baldness, male depression, and erectile dysfunction. Today, so we'll be covering a lot on erectile dysfunction. Sometimes called impotence is the repeated inability to get or keep an erection from a sexual intercourse. So when you look at I would think we're all adults here, so we'll speak it as it is. When you look at your penis, it has no bone. It's just a bunch of muscles. Okay, for your muscle to erect, it needs blood. So meaning that your blood, your body, your entire body, your blood circulation, it needs to be on par. Okay, needs to be on par. So hence you will see that a lot of products, long-range products, they promote blood circulation. Okay, so like your wine, your pie cup, your coffee, all these promote blood circulation. Okay, it helps you. So you don't have to take all of them, but yes, you do have to take most of them for you to be okay. All right. Premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation is a lack of control of ejaculation and on a frequent basis, and has a difficult lasting or withholding the ejaculation for a desired time. Okay, so in most times when things like this happens, guys don't complain, guys don't say anything, and this can lead on to a stress, because then you feel embarrassed, you feel, how it is, guys have been there, you all know about it. So a typical sexual intercourse usually lasts, give or take, I would say maybe 5 minutes all the way until 20 minutes. Okay, if a man ejaculates before that, a partner reaches orgasm, then he or she is a premature ejaculation. So meaning that if you ejaculate first before your partner, and then that's a premature, because normally psychologically, maybe society tells us that female needs to ejaculate first before you. Maybe that's a stress that we put on ourselves as guys. The condition varies between men. Okay, some men ejaculate a few times into foreplay, some lose control before inserting their penis into the vagina, or some after their first penetration. Okay, so I will be covering some of the products. The first one will be Libao. Okay, Libao, it's not a product that prevent or cure anything. Okay, but I'll go through the product. Some of the guys already know about it, and then you'll understand how it will help you to improve your sexual health. Libao, it's a powerful snake oil, formerly known as a Libao, is a supplement for men only. It improves heart health. It's a great supplement for diabetic patients and stroke survivors. It helps control erectile dysfunction. It helps prevent sperm aging in men, ideal for men who tire quickly or who tire easily. It helps eliminate fatigue, it improves sleep, improves the function of the male reproductive system. Okay, it's assists on slows down aging, weakens of the body, ensuring that the health and the body and longevity. Okay, use is used to treat impotency, kidney disease, and chronic inflammation of the testicles. It helps to treat Down syndrome. It can penetrate the bone to expel pathogenic wind. Okay, I did check something here on pathogenic wind. I just want to go through it there, just to explain what pathogenic wind is. So pathogenic wind is a wind that is out of balance, on our body. It is called pathogenic wind. It's a wind that travels around in our body, and it moves with bugs, leaves, debris, and sometimes those winds can affect your body. So Libau assists in preventing those pathogenic winds. Let me see where I am. Okay. So pathogenic wind, which can be detrimental to your health. It is an immune booster. Okay. So also you will see that a lot of long reach products, they boost your immune system. So this is how I like to explain the immune system, because someone asked me, why do all your products, immune system, they help on that? So I said to him, look, our bodies have soldiers inside there. Those soldiers are there to prevent anything from happening to your body. Okay, so imagine you're sending your soldiers out there without ammunition. You're sending your soldier out there without guns. You're sending your soldier out there without bombs. They will lose the war, because those soldiers are meant to prevent anything from happening to your body. Okay, so your immune system is a bodily ability to recognize germs and prevent them from causing any illness on your system. Okay. Libau also has anti-cancer properties. It enhances memory, brain food, may also elevate symptoms of dementia and Alzheimer in men. Okay. This product is not intended to diagnose or treat or cure any disease. This product is not for teenagers, women, or pregnant or children. Okay, it has 160 capsules with 64 grams, and it's for it's for a day. It's a 40-day supply. So how do you take Libau? Every night you take 4 capsules with the warm water just before dinner. Okay, now I'll move on to Long Reach wine. Thank God Long Reach wine is back on the system, and it's available at the warehouse. Okay, Long Reach wine, it's a healthy wine. I've had so many people ask me exactly how to take the wine. The wine you take per tot every day, a tot every day. So people's tots differ. Some it's like a big wine glass. Some it's a normal tot, like 2 or 3 sips, and some dilute the wine with other things. So for me, you can't. It's not the purpose for the wine. Is not for you to finish it at one go. The purpose for the wine is for you to drink a little bit every night until it finishes, because it helps you with some of the things that I'll be mentioning here. The wine enhances your sexual performance by boosting libido for men and women. It prevents premature ejaculation in men. It boosts sperm production in men. It helps prevent heart disease. Enhance women's sexual desire and drive. It helps to eliminate the bad cholesterol. Reduces body pain and menstrual pain. There was a client that I had who came and bought wine. She was in a car accident. She had all body pains on her body. She bought the wine, and after she bought the wine, she could sleep. while using the wine, because then pains were less. Okay. The wine treats reduced body pain. The wine treats impotence and weak erection. Can also increase muscle mass, which makes the body leaner and strong. It helps to reduce belly fat. Okay, this part here, it basically tells me that every man needs to work out. Okay, every man needs to work out. Gym on its own, it helps on anxiety, it helps on stress, it helps blood circulation in your body, and wine and coffee. When we get to coffee, it assists with, as you can see here, reduces belly fat, and it also makes your body leaner. So those are some of the properties that assist you when you actually work out. Okay. Powerfully body detoxification and immune booster. Here's another immune booster. It is a purifier and a cleanser. It helps to improve fertility in women and boost sperm count in men. Restores and improves sexual performance in men. It reduces body pain, like I said earlier with the one client that I had, and menstrual discomfort for ladies. It's not suitable for children and pregnant women. Okay, now we move on to coffee. I don't know, in the coffee, it does not say how many sachets everybody needs to take, but personally, I take 2 or 3 sachets of coffees per day. One in the morning when I come from the gym, one in the afternoon, and one late at night. Okay, I take 3 per day. I use a lot of long reach products because I need to know how they work. I need to know what improvement they do on myself before I can actually, suggest for someone else to use. And I would really like for a lot of guys to start using the products so that you can see how they can actually help you. Coffee increases the sexual drive of patients who have low libido. It improves sperm count. It restores immunological functions. This is another immune properties. It enhances and strengthens the immune system. It improves physical performance, provides anti-aging and fatigue reducing effects, enhance the cellular oxygen intake. Okay? It's proven to be highly effective in improving sperm productive and sexuality in men. It may boost exercise performance. It can be used as a pre-workout drink. But I take it after the gym because I go to gym early in the morning. So I don't drink anything. I just drink water. Like someone who goes to gym maybe around 9, you maybe can drink a cup of coffee before you actually go to the gym. It increases sperm production, lung and it cleans lung and kidney toxic. It increases sex drive of patients with low libido. It improves sperm count. I think I've touched on all this. It restores, if you have touched on all this. It's good for headache and body aches. It contains all essential 18 amino acids. That's vitamin E, K, B1, B2, and a B12. Also, it's not good for pregnant women, breastfeeding moms, children under 12, and those with autoimmune disease like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, now I'm going to move on to calcium. Calcium I've had a weird experience with calcium, but I'll tell you guys later on it. Men lose calcium after every ejaculation. I did not know this until I started using calcium, or until I read about it as we were doing the product specialist course. So men loses calcium every time you ejaculate, meaning that you need to supplement with calcium pretty much every day. Okay, men lose calcium after every ejaculation. Doctors have advised that we need to supplement with zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, and and our calcium tables are great source of zinc and other necessary minerals that the body needs on a daily basis. Calcium carbonate is a dietary supplement used when the amount of calcium taken in a diet is not enough. Calcium is needed by the body for a healthy bones, muscles, nervous system, and heart. A calcium carbonate is so important that if you don't get the recommended amount of the diet, your body will take it from your skeleton and teeth to use elsewhere, which weakens your body. Benefits of calcium tablets: helps build strong bones and teeth. It's great for heart and nervous system. It helps to prevent osteoporosis and other bone diseases. Reduce risk of colon cancer and protects against various forms of cancer and prostate disorder. Assist in development of sex organs. Assist in the formation of hemoglobin. I don't know what that is. I think I should have Googled it. It's a red blood cells which carry oxygen throughout your body. There we go. It helps your body maintain its alkaline pH levels. It fights against acidity, which end various diseases. The amount of calcium requires dependent on their age and gender. Men over 70 and women over 50 need 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily. Men under 70 and women under 50 need only 1,000 milligrams to manage daily per day. Calcium has antibacterial and antiviral properties. It is an immune booster, great for your management. I think I've covered all this, is just a repetition. So calcium has a zinc property. Okay, zinc enables the male body to produce testosterone. Because of this, your levels of zinc may affect erectile dysfunction. Okay, the sperm mobility refers to the strength and endurance of sperm cells to swim towards the egg. So this is very, very important. Okay, in order to fertilize a female, it reduces risk of prostate cancer, men lose calcium every time they ejaculate. And at the bottom there is just the measurements. Men needs to take over 1,000 milligrams, and women 1,000 milligrams. Okay. And then the last one is a pie cup. Pie cup basically, it covers a lot of things. I think I should have done the pie, what do you call it, the slide that the pie cup has that actually tells you that pie cup. I think I should have done that. Maybe I'll do that next time. Pie cup, as we all know, we use it for water. Okay, so water does a lot of things in our bodies that we can go the whole day just talking about the pie cup. Okay, water process using the pie cup. A pie cup also has the zinc, immune function, DNA, and protects production and cell division, all related to zinc levels to the body. Zinc also enables the male body to produce testosterone. I think I've also covered this. So also you get zinc on a pie cup, okay, which also assists you men also on their male care. Zinc is the essential nutrient that everybody needs by getting enough zinc, especially important for men, as a deficiency has been linked to a lower testosterone levels. Because of the human body that doesn't naturally produce zinc, we have to ingest it from a certain vegetable, seafood, meat, and other supplements. Water speeds up your metabolism, cleans your body of toxins, and generally helps to make everything in your body runs smoothly. So, so the next thing is the panty liners. Also, panty liners, it assists with a lot of things, with blood circulation, that is one. Two, it prevents prostate cancer for men who are over 40. Okay, so every male has a prostate gland. All right. After the age of 40, which now I think some research suggests that after the age of 35, men, I think due to lifestyle, men prostate gland starts to grow. So when the prostate gland grows, what happens is that when it grows, it swallows, it closes the part where the pee needs to pass. Okay, that's what happens. And when you use a panty liner, so how you use a panty liner, you put your panty liner under the shoes, or you put your panty liner here on the belt of your underwear, or another option is you put your panty liner on actual testicles, or before you put on your underwear. What that will do will shrink your prostate gland back to its normal size. However, as some of you may know, prostate cancer, it goes into stage 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the panty liner may assist you on a stage 1 and maybe 2. When you're in stage 3 and 4, it may be a bit too late for you to actually rely on a panty liner. But it works in terms of prevention if you don't have any prostate cancer symptoms before you start using a panty liner. As you know, man is supposed to go to check for prostate cancer every year from a doctor. So when you reach stage 4, normally what happens at the stage 4 is, you can Google this thing, what I'm talking about now. What happens at stage 4, by then, the part where your pee is supposed to pass when you pee, it has closed due to the swallowing of the prostate gland. Okay, And then that's when you will find people who have a prostate cancer. They'll go to pee every 5 minutes, and it's so because the what you call it, the pee has to push through in a place where it's actually closed due to swallowing. Okay, and then when you go to the doctor by that time, that is when the doctor, sometimes in most cases, before you actually go to the doctor, you'll find that you start peeing blood. When you pee blood is because the pee, because it's hot, it passes through and it tears on your prostate gland, and it, as you pee, and then you also pee a little bit of blood, and that's when your blood gets red. And then when you go to a doctor, then they'll tell you it may be too late for them to actually do anything. But in some cases, they do actually assist you. But it's very advisable for men to go to a doctor to check every year their prostate status. But even if you don't, even if they say you don't have signs of prostate cancer, it's really advisable for you to use a panty liners and other products like calcium that also assist in terms of preventing for prostate cancer. So leadership, I think I'm done. I'm not sure if anyone has questions. I'm not sure if I will be able to see the questions. Maybe you would have to read out the questions for me.
Wow, wow, wow. I love the training. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can in leadership, I can.
Whoa, okay. Wow, wow, wow. That was awesome, awesome training. Great leaders, the floor is yours. Do you have any questions? Oh, Prof. Mankolo, welcome. PS Tanya, welcome, welcome. The floor is yours now, great leaders. Do you have any questions before we finish off with a short video? Where did I go now? Oh, okay. I forgot my phone is a bit behind. I forgot my phone is a bit behind. PS Allen.
Yes.
I'm sharing now on the screen Prof. Mankolo's comment. She says, I love how the panty line helps men. It's very valuable information. And then Sir Richard, all the way from the United States, he says, thank you, Sir Allen. I tell you can't see the comments.
Yes, I can't.
You can't see. Let me just stop the screen share for now. Yes, you can't see. Yeah. So, but the leaders are happy. Leader Tina, oh, PS in training. She says language is super. My leaders, do you have any questions? We'll give it a minute before I start. And then PS Ellen, I know English, you also helped me. You kept on saying swallowing, you meant swelling. You meant swelling of the prostate.
Yes. Swelling, yes, yes.
Not to swallow goom goom.
No.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Even me, don't worry. I've also been there. Yeah, no, the leaders are happy. And then to add on, now PSL, me, I've got questions. I don't know about the leaders, but you say how long must I tell you said we are all adults. Well, we're supposed to be all adults here. No children allowed. 18 plus, preferably 21 plus. But anyways, you say how long is sex supposed to last? Did you say 5 minutes?
Okay, I said give or take. Although some of the documentations that I read, it suggested that 12 minutes to 20 minutes. But yeah, I said from 5 minutes to anything 20 minutes. So it differs.
Women are frustrated. But you see now why women are frustrated. Do you see why women are frustrated? Because women take long to get to the peak. And then when here you come less than 5 minutes. You see why we need to recommend these products.
Yes. So this product actually gives you
relationships.
It gives you Yes, some of these products, and it gives you protocols for your body to actually last longer and to yes.
Yeah, long reach, meaning long lasting. This is for the ladies here. Long reach equals long lasting. So recommend these products, leaders. Recommend. Save these relationships. Are you with me, leadership? PS Ellen?
Yes, I'm still in leadership.
Whoa, okay. What I'm also going to do now, I'm also going to, hey, I see my WhatsApp, it went somewhere else. I'm also going to share the Leader Ntombi says she also had the same question of how long is it supposed to take. I'm going to share a few testimonies, just two of men and ED. I dare you explain ED, erectile dysfunction. I dare. PS Ellen, yes. So Jackson says it's usually the man's fault. He says it's usually the man's fault. Do you know why? Because you guys, you smoke impedes circulation, you drink, and you don't eat the right stuff. That affects circulation. I like how you started the class. Yeah, recommendation on the way when I liked how you started that the penis does not even have a king bone.
Bone, yeah.
I love that. Leader Ntombi. I love what this leader must inbox me. I love her energy. Leader Ntombi says the men need it honestly. They are scamming us. Do you see where it's a problem?
But we men have an issue up when it comes to this, especially with your lady or in front of other guys or going out to. Men only go out to seek help when they are cornered.
Oh, okay.
Actually go out and seek help. When someone comes out and say, I have a problem, you must know that that problem has been in existence for a very long time.
A long time. Ha! Ladies, jot that down. Leaders, are you jotting it down? President Chief of Staff Cargo is here, Mr. Mama Bolo. Welcome. Chief Cargo, we are talking about ED here and how long the sessions are supposed to last. And Mr. Allen here is saying, hey, you guys don't talk. You see, relationships, this communication, relationships, you need to supplement with long reach products. We have our green tea. I just want to check here. And share those two testimonies on male testimonies. I guess we are talking about men today. It's all about men. So forgive me if I've defaulted. Where's those testimonies? My leaders, you know what? I'll have to. Yeah, men don't talk. Thank you, leadership. You see, Mr. Cargo, another incentive qualifier for everything. Everything is here. We are within. So I'm going to share two testimonies. I'll have to do it like this to copy and paste it. PS Ellen, you still with me, Ajay?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, don't be too quiet. You know me, I don't like silence. Male testimony. Male testimony 1. And then we'll do the second one. This one is 44.50. Then we go to the other one. The first one is on cordyceps coffee, that it brought fire in the bedroom. We need to save relationships, guys. We no longer joking. And then this one is cordyceps. What did I do now? Cordyceps coffee, a testimony by a man. Now, leaders, this is a page that belongs to all of us. Please don't be shy to inbox and share your testimonies. You will save probably a relationship, maybe even a marriage, you know, because this thing is real. ED is a real thing. ED is a real thing. Women, I remember a couple of years back, they even did a survey in South Africa of how long, you know, it lasts, and women were like, the general is 5 to couple of or more minutes, and that's a problem because women, we need that 20 minutes plus. So if the man wants mileage, now I'm talking now. If the man wants mileage, so AKA he doesn't want local as lekker anymore. He wants quarter to or 5 to long reach products. Long reach products to the rescue. So right now, leadership. So actually, healthy sex is 20 minutes, and yeah, for the sisters. I'm talking for my sisters, ne? And then you said someone asked you about why our products are immune boosters. Now, the other answer to that is that unfortunately people do not realize that we don't eat food, nutritious food anymore. We just eat food, not nutritious food. There's a difference, okay? So because now we eat substandard food that lacks nutrition, that means that our bodies lack all these vitamins and minerals that we need on a daily basis that our bodies cannot manufacture. In comes long reach products. Hello. All right. So this means that's why so many of us are sick, because the food that we're eating is not nutritious. Okay. I just literally finished a nutrition course with Stanford University, and it's things that I cannot share here, but this is the little bit that I can share here. The others I share in the PS Academy. And then going on to the pie cup as well, my add-on is that the pie cup, a lot of people don't realize that, okay, we are surrounded by a lot of toxins, right? The pollution, our cars emit king pollution, you know, and the food that we eat is not right, you know. We have hidden toxins, deeply hidden toxins in our bodies that people do not realize. That's why our immune systems are so compromised. So the alkaline pie cup, the long reach alkaline pie cup, gets rid of those hidden toxins, not just any kind of water. The classic style alkaline pie cup water, the activated water from the classic style alkaline pie cup, gets rid of those hidden toxins. There's a difference. That's why we all need to get the alkaline pie cup. All right. So that is the only thing that I wanted to add. PS Allen, do you want to add anything, leadership?
I think another thing is like I started with the stress and anxiety and
Yes.
It's very, very important. So you know, for you to know when you are stressed out, when you have anxiety, what is a trigger for your stress, for your anxiety. Because
so
the better you know and understand this, the better you have tools for you to actually fight it. And you know, sleep is also very important. Okay. So we normally, there's a saying that, you know, people who sleep is people who have money. But I have applied a routine for me to sleep at the same time every day and wake up at the same time every day.
That's actually very good.
Reduces a lot of stress. A lot of stress. And during that window sleeping time, I sleep completely out. I'm dead until when I wake up. But the day that I miss that sleeping time by an hour or 2 hours, trust me, that night I will not sleep because I missed that hour.
Wow.
So sleep is highly, highly important for us as well. That's why when you look at Libao, it also assists you with sleeping. But another thing is, with men, suppose we can't really I'm not sure if all of us can complain about sleeping, because in general, men after sex, we fall asleep. Do you understand? So maybe, that you can put it aside, but there are days that you need like your deep sleep, because remember, in your deep sleep, leadership, as you know, your body cleans, your memory is cleaned up, your body
Yes.
works at night while you're sleeping, so you need your sleep for you to wake up and be fresh the next day and reduce that stress and anxiety and all that. When all
And
that is functioning properly, it assists you, even your body, your blood, to actually function properly.
exactly. And I love that you also started with that everything starts in the mind. That's the thing.
Mm,
Stress
mm,
happens
mm,
when here.
mm,
That's why
mm,
men, when you are stressed or depressed, nothing happens in the bedroom
mm, mm,
because
mm.
this
Because
and
it's
that
spread.
is connected.
Mm, it's
So even the
connected.
ladies, so even the ladies, they must just stop stressing our brothers and just minimize it a bit, a few notches down, because the brothers cannot perform when we are busy stressing them as well. So that goes to all the long reach leaders and the long reach prospect females. Stop stressing Abu Baba. The stress makes that in the bedroom it will be, winter when it should
You
be
know,
spring or summer.
sometimes some stress is not easy to run away from. Like, let me
Mm,
use
mm,
money.
mm.
If you have
Yes.
money stress, when you go to bed, the first thing, your mind just can't, keep
Shut
processing. Just
off.
when you go to your bedroom, just think as a rich man that I'm rich, I am wealthy. And
And now we're coming back to that is why men should partner with Longreach to minimize this financial stress
mm,
and optimize the bedroom health.
mm.
So yeah, thank you so much, PS Ellen. It was really a pleasure. Thank you so much for your timing, because this
Thank
is
you.
I hope I haven't kept you up. I tell you, you said you have to sleep. I don't know if it's past
No, 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 no,
bedtime.
no.
Okay, thank you so
No,
much.
no.
We really appreciate. Can I play that video, ne? And then
Yes.
yes. Let me play. It's under 3 minutes. We need to see that video. The doctor. It's the one from United States, and yeah, let's have a look at that one. Let's have a look at that. I see we've passed an hour, but this is very important training.
Prostate cancer is considered the most common cancer among men. Roughly 3 million cases are reported in the U.S. every year.
Is it playing leadership?
Yes, it's playing.
Oh,
Prostate cancer is considered the most common.
Leaders, are you saying you cannot hear? You cannot hear the video? And on my side, I can hear it. Okay, let me go back, because all of you are complaining of the same thing, so it means it's happening. PS Allen, I'm gonna remove you for now, ne?
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, leadership. Let's see if I do this. Sorry about that, leaders. Apologies.
Prostate cancer is considered the most common cancer among men. Roughly 3 million cases are reported in the U.S. every year. But another cancer, testicular cancer, is rising among young men. Dr. Tim Lyon, a urologic oncologist from Mayo Clinic, joins us this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Lyon.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us what is the biggest misconception about men's health when it relates to cancer in general?
Sure. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that if something doesn't hurt or if I'm not having symptoms, it can't possibly be cancer. And of course, that couldn't be further from the truth. For men with prostate cancer, the vast majority actually have no symptoms at all and are diagnosed either through a physical exam or through blood tests. Same is true of testicular cancer, which usually is painless.
And there is a rise in testicular cancer, especially in younger men. So what age or stage of life do we typically seem to see men develop that?
Well, you're exactly right. Testicular cancer is primarily a disease of younger men. And most people that are diagnosed are actually between the ages of 15 and 35. So I think that's another misconception, is that if I'm young, I can't possibly have cancer. And that's not true for testicular cancer.
And what symptoms should men look out for, whether it's testicular cancer or prostate cancer?
So for testicular cancer, the most common symptom is a painless lump, bump, or mass on the testicle. Of course, if you feel something like that, particularly if you think it's growing, you need to bring it to the attention of your physician. Again, for prostate cancer, most men don't have any symptoms at all, and that's usually found through blood test screening.
And what advice do you have for men in their early 20s and 30s? Do they need to see a urologist? How often?
Not necessarily, but I do recommend that men perform testicular self-examinations. So this is usually done once a month. I tell guys to do it in the shower. Feel around down there, make sure you're not feeling any lumps, bumps, firm masses. And if you do, of course, let a physician know.
And are these type of cancers curable?
So the good news about testicular cancer is that the vast majority of men can be cured with treatment, yes.
Well, that's good to know. And as a urologist, any advice for reducing the risk of getting these types of cancers?
Sure. So I think the best evidence for that is in reducing one's risk for prostate cancer. And we have some pretty good evidence that some lifestyle factors can reduce your risk. Starting with diet, eating a diet rich in proteins and vegetables, trying to reduce animal protein, and particularly lowering your intake of charred meats, which can have some carcinogens, can reduce your risk of prostate cancer. Getting regular exercise, keeping your weight down, avoiding obesity can reduce your risk. And of course, if you smoke, stop and enjoy alcohol in moderation. All of these things can reduce one's risk for prostate cancer.
All right. Well, this is wonderful information. Thank you so much, Dr. Lyon, for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so for leaders who do not know what charred meat is, in South Africa we call it braai vleis. You know, when that part, the black part, when it's charred, this is like our favorite pastime in SA. I don't know which other country, but this is our favorite pastime, braaiing. So this is what the doctor was speaking about, reducing eating of charred meat. So we're talking about braai. So Richard, what do you call it? Barbecue. In the United States, you call it barbecue, right? So that's what he basically meant. Great leaders, that's all for tonight. Let me just, on Friday normally, cooking on grill. Okay. Here's another, okay, no, this is the one I actually prefer. The last note for men's health. This is more for the US. We wear blue for the men in our lives. So these are the quick facts. Men die at higher rates from 9 out of the top 10 causes of death. Men make up over 92% of workplace deaths. And then men live 5 years less than women. And then the last one, you cannot hear. And then the last one, 1 in 8 men will get prostate cancer in their lifetime. So this is United States data. So great leaders, that is all for today. I can hear myself. Leader Richard. I'm not sure if it's on your side. It's on your side. Great leaders, can everybody hear me? Can everyone hear me? Before I put Mr. Allen back. Let me just stop the screen sharing. Mr. Allen Sono, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. So I don't know. Okay, so I think the problem is on Sir Richard's side because all the other leaders, they say they can hear us. Great leaders, do you have any questions? Did you hear? Stop smoking. Remember, I always say cut when I talk about smoking. So stop smoking, adopt a healthier lifestyle, eat your green veggies, make sure that your plate half is greens. Thank you, Leader Florence. Thank you, Chief Cargo. Unanena, thank you, Ms. Karabo. So you heard it from the doc himself, a specialist, a urologist, and he's a lot of things, that man. Thank you so much, Leader Ntombi. Are there any questions? P.S. Allen, do you have any question from seeing that or hearing that video? We can wrap it up now. Leaders, feel free to ask any questions. Yes, so okay. So it all goes back to lifestyle.
Style, yeah.
All right. It all goes back to lifestyle. Remember, I said the food that we eat the last 10 to 20 years is not really food. There's no nutrition. Okay, I see Sir Jackson actually went out and came back in. That was a good move. So the food that we eat, no matter where you are on earth, whether you are in America, whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Africa, the food that we eat, even this morning, I was looking at, I even forgot to take a video. They do say the food that we eat is not nutritious, and we need the nutrition so that we can function on a day-to-day basis. Our bodies cannot manufacture all these vitamins and minerals that we need. All right. So great leaders, if that is all for today, can we call it a night? I must say, P.S. Allen, I'm happy, boss.
Thank you.
And you heard what the doctor said. Testicular cancer starts from the age of 15. 1-5. Why? Because of lifestyle. The life that we live now, you cannot compare it to the life that was lived 30, 40 plus years ago. Our lifestyle. We have too many electronics. Electronics also depress our immune systems. That's why we feel better when we are out there in the wild, around forest, in the ocean, or by the sea, because there's anions. We are breathing in those anions. Whereas where there's too many electronics, where there's too many of this, they depress our system. So that is why we need to supplement, take our teas, our alkaline pickup every single day, because while we are exposed to these electronics every single day.
So you need to find a way to.
Yeah.
So you need to find a way to detox from electronics as well. Just maybe 30 minutes without phones or anything like that.
Not even 30 minutes, more than that. That's the other thing that also leads to depression. Is social media. Yes. Remember, I'm also doing psychology now. I'm doing a lot of things, but yeah. It's also found that social media, with the rise of social media, we are even a sadder nation now more than ever. We actually compared studies of people who lived in the 70s. They were happier than what we are now. They were earning
Mm.
less then, but they were happier. Now we have electronics. We are earning so much money, but we are a depressed nation. This is global stats. This is universal. Has nothing to do with I'm in Africa. We are in Africa. No, it's global stats. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We will meet up next week again if I'm available. But thank you, P.S. Allen. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
We are calling it a night, leaders. We are calling it a night. And remember, you need to send your email. P.S. Allen, can we say good night?
Good night.
Good night. And then remember, ladies and gents, just email us your questions or the topics that you would like us to touch on. You can email your request to the Health Hub at longreach/sa.co.za if you have a burning topic that you would love for us to touch on. Thank you so much, Mr. Carr. Go! Our multiple incentive qualifier. I'm revived. Thank you so much, great leaders. We will meet up again, hopefully, on Monday, all right? God bless. Take the products to our men. Pretty please. Ciao.